Welcome to Total Reddit with another news story of r/paranormal. Today's story title is, I Died Once, Here is My Experience. So this video is going to be very interesting and creepy for you, so keep watching the video till the end. Before jumping to the main part of the video, please hit the subscribe button to know when the next video goes live. In 2012 I had suffered a stroke that killed me. As I slipped away I had felt an overwhelming peace come over me like I had never felt before. Things went black. Then I was ascending above and I saw the city below. Next to me I heard a voice from this orb of varied colored lights, that also had a mist coming off of it. It was a woman's voice and she was telling me how excited she was to finally be with her family, and see her mom and dad again. I started to feel unsure and told her I wasn't supposed to be here. Suddenly I was standing in an otherworldly place that was gorgeous. All the structures and buildings were made of what looked similar to marble, but it had an iridescent color between the marbling. The buildings were decorated with colorful stones, with gold embezzlements lining the buildings and glass fencing. I walked along the path with my arms crossed and holding to my body. I felt lost and everyone around me was chattering happily, with each other in these otherworldly clothes of satin-like linens. Some people held hands and were close and joyful with each other. This place was absolutely beautiful. I came upon an old man who was sitting near a tree in what seemed to be teaching a class with people surrounding him. Some were sitting and others were standing. He called me over to join him. He was teaching the lessons of what life is supposed to be on Earth, what it was originally supposed to be and how humans were supposed to be caring for the world, and the inhabitants on it, but materialism had gotten in the way among other things. I felt an overwhelming knowledge come over me as he continued to teach this class about the world, the universe, life and death. Everyone began to surround me, and the old man put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "It's not your time yet. You will know when it is." The people from the class all came in, and held me in a circle and I was suddenly back. I opened my eyes and breathed in. I was alive and back in my earthly body. This is how I came to believe in God, and also reincarnation. I don't claim a religion because my beliefs are now a mix of things. Unfortunately, slowly that knowledge that was instilled into me, slowly slipped away over the years, but I feel it in the back of my mind. To me, religion became several fingers pointing to the same being. I don't need a religion to dictate my relationship with God. If you're all wondering, I am 27 now and suffer residual effects that have disabled me, but I keep going. My body may not work properly, but my brain still does, and I focus on expanding my knowledge in various areas. Thanks for watching. Now another story. My son knows things he shouldn't. This is my first time posting here, so hang with me. I have 4 sons, my oldest is 6 and he's the one I'm curious about. Since he was very young, first learning to talk, he's occasionally said things that don't make any sense for him to know. We were on vacation with my in-laws at the beach, when he was 2.5 and he had a blast in the water, with my husband and I. The next day, we got up bright and early to go back, and he adamantly refused. He kept insisting that there were alligators in the water. We tried to reason with him that alligators didn't live in saltwater, but he wasn't having it. Well, my husband had taken one of our twins, almost a year old, into the water and they were playing. A few moments later, a man comes running from the pair yelling at him to get out of the water, and for us to get away from the water. He explained that while watching the water from the pair, he saw an alligator just underneath the water, stalking my husband from a distance. He called 911 and animal control arrived, and were eventually able to locate and capture the alligator. It was 8 feet long. There had been storms during the night, and it was mating season. The explanation was that he was looking for a mate, and had come in through a freshwater river that runs into the sea. But, how could my son have known about that hours before it happened? Another time, I was going outside to do yard work, and he told me not to go near the bushy fig tree, because there was a rattlesnake under it. I thought it was just childhood imagination. I'm doing the yard work and I go over to that tree, to see if any figs are ripe, and I heard the rattle. I looked down and I was about 3 feet away from a rattlesnake, and it wasn't happy to see me. I quickly got away as not to disturb it further, and hope it would go on its way. He shouldn't have known it was there. Another time, we were going to go visit my mom and he was asleep. We hadn't told him where we were going, because she had a surprise for him. We got in the car and he said, "You can't go this way to Grandma's, because the bridge is out." We always went that way if my husband was driving, and the bridge had been fully operational the day before. Sure enough, we get to the bridge and it's tapped off with a Dieter sign. There's no way he should have known, because word hadn't gotten out yet, especially since my cousin is the local supervisor, and he didn't tell anyone about it until after I called him. I honestly find this all a little creepy, because I can't logically explain it. Thanks for watching the video. Write your opinion about this story, and don't forget to subscribe for the next videos.